Hi, you guys, Dave Max 6. We're back at the Mecca, and I got a really cool video for you guys today. Lauralie, you got some guests on the show, and tell me who those people are.
So we read your comments, guys, and I bring you mini Jay Cutlers, because you guys know it's Jay Cutler. No, I'm joking. So here are my brothers. They're visiting me from Canada, Alex and Chris.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
They look a lot alike.
Yeah, we are actually twins.
That is awesome. So they came to visit you, Lauralie, for the first time in California. Very first time, you guys, right? Here?
Yeah, it's our first time.
So tell me real quick, what is your first impression of Los Angeles, California, and Gold's Gym and everything?
The weather is amazing. The environment is crazy. Like the energy, we can feel it right when we enter the gym. It's a whole vibe, really. And positive energy, and people motivating each other. So that's great.
So Lauralie, they came to see you for how many days?
10 days.
10 days? That's short.
It's
the first time.
I mean, it's short, but I mean, that's what I told them. I'm like, you could have went to an all-inclusive Mexico. You know, they're both in school right now, so they only have that much time to travel, and they really manage to be there as long as possible. And actually tell them you're gonna fly back home on a red eye on Sunday, and then
so I'm gonna fly and go back home on Sunday and work the Monday morning. So it's a night flight.
Oh geez.
So I'll be landing at 8:30 a.m. and then I'll be working at 10 a.m.
Oh my God.
And they literally drove from their work, both of their job, and went straight to the airport to come here. So I mean, I'm very happy that they're there.
So you didn't know they were coming. That's a surprise, right? Who organized that surprise, guys? What happened?
I did.
So you did?
Yeah, I wanted to come, and we had a spring break. It's called a reading week back in university.
Okay.
So we used that time to be here and surprise her.
Did Sean know you were coming? Did you?
We did. We did organize the whole thing with Sean.
Okay.
And he helped us a lot. Created a bunch of stories.
I'm so glad it wasn't me, because if I knew you guys were coming, it'd be so hard to keep my mouth shut. I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
For months. For months.
Oh, really?
Can you believe that? Yeah, it was so surprised, but yeah, it took me a time to process that they were actually here, because I've been talking about it so much.
Yeah.
And I wanted to also tell that on the channel today. I'm so grateful for my supporters online, the people that comment, the people that support me and love me, but when you have your actual blood family, your brother that are so much into it, it brings an other dimension to your support system, and it's so important. I'm so thankful, and yeah, they're I want them to have the most amazing experience. When they came here, I was like, okay, let me organize everything that I want them to see, and you know what they told me? They just were like, we want to live your day-to-day, what is it? And they've been having a blast and just been eating. Yeah,
we had the opportunity to taste the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
Firehouse.
I had 2 cheesecakes. Firehouse. And
that's different. IHOP is next one.
Yeah, IHOP.
So did you actually start organizing that trip when Sean went to visit back in Christmas? Is that when you guys start talking about it, or?
No, I was thinking about it, but it took me about a month to really set up. And I wanted to come, but I wasn't sure because of I was working part-time and studying full-time, so I wasn't sure if we had some exams or so I didn't see my exam schedule before setting the whole trip.
Okay.
But when I knew it.
What do you guys study in school?
I'm studying finance.
Finance, okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
My bachelor is called Business Technology Management.
Okay.
So mostly IT.
Okay. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, that's
good. I know. They seems really smart. So are you? You just chose a different path. So guys, a lot of people, I've seen your sister on camera on JTV and doing interviews, and a lot of time we talk about training, we talk about diet, we talk about prep, all that stuff. But lately they've been asking to talk more about her family and her upbringing and how she became who she is in the sport. So I'm going to ask you, what do you feel like? What do you feel it's like to have a sister who's basically so good at her sport? She's the elite. She's almost the best in the world. How does that make you feel to have a sister back home who's achieved so much already at such a young age?
It went so fast.
Right?
I went to her first competition, and I didn't even realize the next 2 or 3 years she was already a pro, and it makes us proud really to have a sister and so disciplined and dedicated to the sport. And you know, we always support her, and it's a motivation for us. Also, yeah, she's an inspiration for many people, and including us.
I know. I know that whenever she goes and visits in Montreal, I always see her on her story that she's training with you guys. You guys are all training together at the gym and stuff. How cool is that to actually go to your gym home, bring her back, and even bring, you know, Sean. When Sean went to go visit, I was asking you off camera, what is it like to actually bring her and Sean to your local gym and they see, holy crap, you know, Olympia champions are in the place. What is it like back home?
People don't understand that. It's so nice to like that. Then push ourselves together, go for new highs, surpass our limits. We don't train in a mainstream gym back home, so there's not many elite bodybuilders.
Okay.
But many people know her, and we train with a lot of people back there. So you know, they were happy, and they're happy to see her when she's back. And when we brought Sean, it was just another experience. Like people were looking at him and say, "Oh my God, how can he be that huge in a tracksuit? That's crazy! It's amazing."
Joe makes fun all the time. He says, "Sean's always wearing snowsuit. Why is he wearing snowsuit?" Although in Canada, I understand why he does.
Yeah,
He needs it. He has to over there. Poor Sean was frozen. Let me ask you this, you guys: how does your parents see? Because you guys pretty much have taken the road that I'm sure they're very happy with. You're gonna have good jobs, you're gonna have good career and stuff, but she kind of took a different path. And a lot of time when parents have to deal with a child that does that, they don't always understand how you're gonna make a living, how you're gonna have a good career and be set for life. What's their attitude towards Lauralie, and how are they seeing her today with what she's doing?
So initially, I think they were a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But I mean, they always supported her, and you know, they know that she's going to be successful in any path that she's undertaking. So today it's just amazing, and we all support her so much.
It gets so much better. I think having them doing what I do, they kind of they were like my spokesperson, because I was very reserved and I was like afraid to talk about it, because it's easier to hide yourself and just, you know, don't talk about the subject and don't bring the subject up the table and have to like face your parents and face their faces and like their kind of, you never want to see your parents disappointed. Like,
and then the rest of the family as well.
Yeah, especially the rest of the family was commenting and stuff. So when they kind of all saw that, and they've been always like pretty protective like around me, and that helped a lot. And they started like talking on my behalf and just be like, what she's doing, like people are admiring her, like, and they would show me on Check Out Their TV, for example.
Really?
Well, it's kind of like, see, like mom, like she made it, like be proud of her. So I think they helped me a lot with that, and I'm I'm so happy.
I think they understand that as well, that she's a role model for a lot of like little girls.
Yes.
And also athletes of their age, of her age. So that's really great seeing that.
It's not everybody. I'm glad you bring that up, because it's I don't want to say easy to be a great athlete, but some people are great athletes, but they're not always role models. And since she came here, right away we took to your sister. I mean, everybody in California and in the industry, I think, because she's got a great aura, she's got a positive aura, and I think people are attracted to that, you know. And it's she's so humble. And I don't know if she come from a small town in Montreal, so I know what it's like, because I came from the same place too. So no matter how good people are telling you are, you always remember where you came from, and that has a lot to do with your attitude. And so I think being a great champion, but you remain humble, people are drawn to you even more. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know, many people say that she's beautiful inside and outside, so it tells a lot. You know, she's so positive, and like.
Let me ask you this, guys. Was she as positive back home as she is today? You can be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest here. You know, where we were growing up, I think she was less positive than today. But you know, it's the same struggle for all teenagers. I think growing up, it's not always
easy.
Not always being who you are, who you really are, what you're gonna do. You know, changing your environment many times, your surroundings as well. You know, your.
Did you have to move a lot when you were younger, or?
We did only once, but I mean like friendships.
Oh yeah.
So
the overall, you know, remember like our first interview, Dave, you asked me like, so what is California for you kind of thing, and I said like home, you know, when you actually find some place that you're happy to wake up, to eat and do your normal routine, and you're really happy to do it even when it's raining, that's when you know home is. And California, that's what it is for me. And yeah, I think
even though we miss her a lot when she's in California, we're so happy for her because, you know, she's living her dream, and that's what we want for her.
And I was going to ask you, it must be really hard when obviously you guys are very close, and she talks about you guys all the time, and she always features you on her story when she goes and stuff. So we can tell there's a strong bond there. And you're only 2 years apart, I think, right?
Yeah,
so you're 2 years older, and then they came around. So would you say California is something that you would consider in the future? Or, I mean, how much longer do you have in studies?
I'm graduating in June.
Okay. And what about you?
Bachelor. Well, next year.
Okay, next year. So what's the plan? What do you guys want to do with your future? Do you know yet?
We don't know yet, honestly.
How old are you guys?
We're 21 right now.
Okay, it's still young.
We'll be 22 in June. So yeah, we're still young. We're still figuring things out. So.
I didn't know what I was going to do. I was actually really worried when I was younger because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. All I want to do is work out.
that was me, you know, like how can I make something that was the reason why I left school, you know, because it took me so much, it took out so much time from working out and training, and what was making me happy, I was just miserable. So I was like, let me just stop school and be 100% in what I do. And
ooh, I'm sure the parents didn't like that.
no, that was
It's tough at first because it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, you look great, but that doesn't pay the bills, right? In some cases it does.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. And not only that, it's like, yes, I'm an athlete, I practice a sport, but then you practice bodybuilding. That's the other struggle right here. You're not like a tennis player or like a
we can make millions. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So they're really worried, you know, and then trying to explain the Instagram and everything, but
they didn't know this sport either. So.
I'm sure.
And they're very conservative.
Have you guys always been fan of lifting and bodybuilding, Alex and Chris?
We're 14 years old.
Really? Okay, so you love it just as much as she does. It's like something you really are passionate about.
Yeah, we're soccer players.
Oh, yes.
And we moved to lifting at 14 years old. So we wanted to increase our skills at soccer.
Right. So that's when you started training.
Yeah.
That's Sean's story, you know. That's how he started bodybuilding.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. How was it to have Sean back home? How were your parents? I mean, I'm assuming you all stayed at your house or at your parents' house, right?
So we spent kind of like Christmas at my house, but then we went like downtown. I wanted him to like live the downtown area,
yeah.
No cars, and just walk around. But
we had a dinner together.
Yeah,
and
amazing dinner.
It was a lot of food. Sean loved the meat pie.
The meat pie, yeah. Tourtière.
Yeah. We love tourtière.
We only had one, so
Yeah, love the tourtière.
But your parents got along well with him? That was good? Yeah. That's great.
I mean, everybody that knows Sean, he's so respectful, genuine, polite. Like how, to me, it's like how can you not love him?
I know, but he's a tad older, Lauralie. Sometimes for parents, it's tough.
Right,
That's kind of what I'm asking. So I'm glad they were actually,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So, but he doesn't seem older. He's acting like a kid still. So that's awesome.
Right. And I'm pretty serious too. So it just makes it perfect.
All right, you guys. So you gonna spend the day in Venice today? You gonna train? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, train, eat sushi as we do every week since like the past 3 years.
That's awesome.
And next, dinner. How is it called?
Oh, we're gonna go to that movie theater. You know the dine-in?
Oh yes. That's awesome. Yeah, very cool, you guys. Well, you never answered my question about would one of you guys want to move to California?
So we're thinking about it.
Yeah.
We're not sure yet because we have to finish our studies.
Of course.
Yeah, our priority right now is studies, and
Smart.
Then find a decent job, to put some earnings aside, some savings.
Yeah.
And we'll see when will be a possibility.
Don't get married. Don't start having kids, and don't buy a house until you make that move, because those are all things that are gonna hold you back. if you want to come here. I'm just saying, you know. So I couldn't wait to leave. I was like, I think I was 18, 19. I was like, I'm out of here before I get a wife, before I get kids, before I get a house, because then those are all, you know, anchors. Yeah, and then so I wanted to be here. But Lauralie, thank you so much for bringing on your family on camera. It was great to meet you guys. And then I hope that we get to see you back in California in the future.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Were you coming back for the Olympia, or?
We will be back.
So September.
Yeah, September.
Great.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome. You were there last year. You guys came for that. So it was awesome. Lauralie, you got some great looking brothers, man. They're awesome.
I get that all the time.
I know.
But
Great family.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Hi, Shauna. We just did a great little interview with Lauralie and her two brothers, Alex and Chris. And it was really nice to hear them talk about their upbringing and, you know, what the family feels, think about her as an athlete and all that stuff. And I know you just went to Montreal for the holidays. You got to, of course, see the brothers, which you have met before, but also her parents and everything. So I just wanted to get your impression on her family. How did they treat you when you went over there? Did you feel welcomed by her parents? And because I was telling her, I said, listen, because she was like, well, who's not going to like Sean? I said, well, I know he's a tad older than you, but he acts like a kid all the time. So how was it to actually meet her parents and be around her family?
It was a great experience, man. It's like, you know, I think the entire time, it's like pretty much I get there and he was like, oh man, we've been dying to meet you. It's great to have you in our home. And, you know, we had this amazing dinner that it was just
They say you can eat that meat pie a lot.
Oh man, and of course her mom was like, hey, you want to have this special pie? And it was like
tortilla.
You know, and, but it was great, man. The entire family was super excited to meet me. We had a lot of fun. The 10 days I was there, you know, hanging out with her and her brothers, and you know, just sitting around with her folks and chit chatting. We had a game night one night, which was real fun.
Was it the first time you met the parents?
Yes. I spoke to her mom several times.
Oh, okay. So you already knew that a little bit.
Yeah,
they speak English too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
they speak so well English, those people. I told Lauralie when I was living there, my English was terrible. All these guys speak like great English, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've spoken to her mom several times on FaceTime with her dad. So.
Okay. So you weren't nervous to go over there and see how the parents were going to treat you?
You're always nervous, and you're in a completely different environment. And,
yeah.
You know, at the same time, I felt welcome and I had a blast. And having her brothers here now, it's been a whole lot of fun. A little bit of an educational process for them.
They love it. Lauralie says you actually took a whole afternoon teaching them posing and training with them at the gym.
Yeah, it's fun. You're eager to learn, you know. So
yeah,
I remember being that, you know, at that stage in lifting, and you know, wanting to be a sponge and take so much in from lifting to, you know, just basic posing and stuff like that, and eating habits, and you know, so it's great. I mean, it's been a blast having them here since last week. And,
oh man,
you know, they're gonna be missed when they leave.
I know.
I'm looking forward to them coming back.
I think they're gonna miss you too. Well, I'm really glad to. I wanted to do something a little different, a little bit of a family vibe and stuff, because people always just talk about training and dieting and prepping and stuff, and there's so much more to life than that.
That's the only thing that's people think of when it comes to a sport, that the only thing that we do is eat, train, and sleep. But you know,
there's so much more.
There's a little bit more, a little bit of a balance. And, you know, this is a prime example of that. Like, our brothers are here, and you know, we're still able to take them around and show them, you know, pretty much LA.
Yeah.
And the surrounding area, and at the same time still be in prep mode.
When I see Lauralie and her family and her brothers and stuff, and I think of you, it always first of all makes me happy to know you have this kind of support, but also I understand how you can deal with everything you're dealing with when you have something like that to go home to.
That's
and
great.
I'm really happy for you.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, sir.
All right, Sean, thanks for talking to us, man.
Thanks,
I'll let you
guys.
go back training.